going on, YouTube? This is RyanREAX. Get ready. It's coming. I was scrolling through YouTube right on my phone, right? And I watched a video, and then I just went to my feed, and in the top news, check this out. I'm going to have to turn my ISO down for you to see it. Alright. So, come on, focus. It's backwards, but see the middle one. The one that is right there. As I was reading it, let me turn this back on because it's all back up rather. It's good. Okay. As I was reading it, it just kind of clicked. I kind of read between the lines because it doesn't have the entire video title there because it's, it's too many characters, too many letters. Biden says he would not make, and I'm like, let me guess. Coronavirus vaccine mandatory, and I click on it, and that's exactly what it says. So I haven't watched it yet, and I'm like, let me record this. So I kind of want to just get right into it together because I am curious. So let's click here. Let me move myself over, brighten myself up just a hair more. Speaking of hair, and do it today, whatever. So, Biden says Corona, whatever, just type anything generic. There it is. Okay. I'm curious, and I'll give you my thoughts. I have not watched this yet.
Well, President-elect Joe Biden is urging Congress to fast-track a coronavirus relief package with the understanding that even more aid will be needed next month. Mr. Biden acknowledged that Friday's November jobs report was bleak with just 245,000 new positions added last month. Those are the smallest monthly gains since the recovery began back in May, and the unemployment rate clocked in at 6.7% as an estimated 400,000 Americans either stopped working or stopped looking for work in November. Nicole Killian is in Wilmington, Delaware, following the president-elect this morning. Good morning, Nicole.
Good morning to you, Michelle. President-elect Joe Biden will meet with his transition advisors today and could roll out his health care team as soon as next week. In the meantime, he remains focused on the economy and said any action that Congress takes now is just a down payment.
We're in a crisis.
As Friday's jobs report revealed more signs of a slowing economy, President-elect Joe Biden said there's no time to lose and urged President Trump and Congress to reach a deal on another stimulus.
And this situation is urgent. If we don't act now, the future will be very bleak. Americans need help, and they need it now.
The president-elect said he was confident he could get Republicans to go big on additional economic measures once he takes office. But he expressed concern over the administration's plans to distribute a COVID vaccine.
There is no detailed plan that we've seen anywhere as to how you get the vaccine out of a container into an injection syringe into somebody's arm. And it's going to be very difficult for that.
And scratch your nose, it's the thief scratch.
Mr. Biden said he would be willing to get a vaccine. He would not require it for all Americans.
I don't think it should be mandatory. I wouldn't demand it be mandatory, but I would do everything in my power. Just like I don't think masks have to be made mandatory nationwide.
He also acknowledged the pandemic could impact his inauguration next month, including the possibility of scaling back the inaugural parade.
I think you're going to see something that's closer to what the convention was like than the typical inauguration. First and foremost, and my objective is to keep America safe.
Last night, the president-elect announced more senior staff to his inaugural committee, and he continues to face more pressure to diversify his cabinet. The president-elect would not commit to naming a person of color for top posts like defense or attorney general, but he did promise that when all of his picks are announced, it will be the single most diverse cabinet that's ever existed. Dana?
All eyes are on him. Nicole, thank you.
Before this starts, All right, what are my thoughts? What are my thoughts about this? First of all, let's see the thoughts about others. Lock those animals up, then change position when it benefits them. Enough said. I'm sorry. I will wear a mask as a distance for as long as I have to. I'll be damned if I get vaccinated. I can take a mask off. I can't breathe. I can remove something in my body that has been injected. Exactly. I don't believe words come from this demon. Exactly. I don't believe a word that comes from this demon's mouth. Or just believe in the orange man. And that's the thing. See, illusion of choice, so that you can just, you know, because I don't like one, that instantly means I have to like the other, right? Why can I just not like either? I'm gonna type that too. Because I don't like pizza, does that mean I have to like chicken? Why can't I dislike both? Alright, guys. So yes, me too. I don't believe anything. When it happens, it happens. Mentor another 0% chance. We will take it. Yeah, I won't be taking it. It's like this. They could just say that, and then like, yeah, at first, I will not make it mandatory. At first. There's always that little fine print. Or, this one's more plausible. Yes, you don't have to take it, but if you don't take it, then you can't go here, you can't get this job, you can't go to school, you can't travel, blah, 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 blah. So they're not forcing you to take it, but they're making it so if you don't take it, then you can't do X, Y, and Z. And those are the X, Y, and Z are the things, the fundamentals that keep the society intact. Working, schools, you know, because you need to make money and then you need to go to school, right? Going in the stores, stuff like that. He even said forcing people to wear masks. But then a few months ago, he said he's willing to lock the country down to keep us safe. Can't believe anything that they tell you. So do I think they're going to become mandatory? Fine print, no, but then you can't do X, Y, and Z. So it theoretically kind of makes it mandatory in a way, but not mandatory also. Why be taking it? You already know the answer to that. Hell no. Do I think you should take it? Hell no. Can you do what you want? Yes, you have free will. You can do what you want. Do I advocate it? No, I don't think you should do it. But who am I to tell you what to do? Just because I don't think you should doesn't mean that you have to listen. You're going to do what you're going to do. But don't practice double standards. I should have the right as well. Because, you know, like people say, my body, my choice, right? But yeah, I just thought it was coincidental that I was reading that on my phone, and then I kind of just subconsciously just knew exactly. It's a joke. But that's pretty much it. As always, guys, may the Lord Jesus Christ bless you. Stay safe out there. I will see you in the next one.